go to school.
Hey, Andy
hello.
Kaufman. Hi there.
Hi.
My goodness, I'm June Carter Cash.
Really? Does that mean that you are June Carter Cash?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but does that mean that your husband is Johnny Cash?
Yes, he is.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Well, you know, he is my favorite singer, and I am so happy to be here on his television Christmas special.
Well, he'll be really proud to hear that, but I think he'd like to hear it from you, you know? Why don't you tell him? You could just go over there and knock on his door and just walk right in there and tell him yourself.
Really? And just walk in there and tell him?
Yeah.
And knock on the old door?
Knock on the old door, Andy.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, bye. I'm going to meet the Johnny Cash. Oh, I cannot wait. Hello, Johnny Cash. You know, you are my favorite singer, and I am so happy to...
No, I'm not Johnny Cash. I'm Tom T. Hall.
Oh. Well, then why don't... Then, I'm sorry. Why don't you close the door? Why do you open the door if you're not Johnny Cash? You open the door. Oh, it must be this one. Right. Hello, Johnny Cash. Hello, Johnny Cash. Hello. Hi, Johnny Cash. Oh, what have they done to you, Johnny Cash?
Oh, I'm not Johnny Cash. I'm Anne Murray.
Why? Why? Because you are Anne Marie?
Sure.
Is it because you are not Johnny Cash?
Sure.
Yeah, because you understand what I'm talking about? You know? Well, if she is not Johnny Cash, and he is not Johnny Cash, and I am not Johnny Cash, then who is Johnny Cash?
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
From Nashville, it's a Johnny Cash Christmas. Starring Johnny Cash with June Carter Cash and the Tennessee Three, with guest stars Andy Kaufman and Tom T. Hall. And special guest star Anne Murray.
Johnny Cash Christmas. This portion sponsored by Polaroid, makers of the one-step instant camera. You never focus. Just press the button and the motor hands you the picture.
Good evening and welcome to our annual Christmas show. And it's pretty special with Anne Murray, who remembers Christmas in Nova Scotia, Tom T. Hall, whose earliest Christmases were in Kentucky, and Andy Kaufman, who had his own special Christmases in his native country, wherever that is. My own recollections go back to my home in Dyess, Arkansas, D-Y-E-S-S, Dyess. Just recently, my father, Ray Cash, and my older brother, Roy, returned to Dyess, and they remembered an incident that later was to inspire a song that I wrote.
Well, this is our old home place. It don't look like it did back 35 years ago, does it? Roy, you remember that great Mississippi River flood back in 1937? If you remember, all this area here was covered in water. You remember the willow trees that grew along that drainage ditch there? I sure do. And the old chickens roosting in the willow trees. That was a terrible flood, and all of my land was covered, if you remember, up to this part of the house, right along here, just under the floor. I know it like about 4 inches getting in the house.
How high is the water, Mama? 2 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 2 feet high and rising. But we can make it to the road in a homemade boat. That's the only thing we got left that'll float. It's already over all the wheat and oats. 2 feet high and rising.
I know we had to go in a boat from the house out to the road. And I think then they had a truck that brought us up here to our community building then.
But we got into center up here, and Mr. Stanberry had gone ahead with the cows and mules, you know, and taking them to center, and then they carried them out to Bassett.
How high is the water, Mama? 4 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 4 feet high and rising. Hey, come look through the window pane. The bus is coming, gonna take us to the train. Looks like we'll be blessed with a little more rain. 4 feet high and rising.
I remember during that flood helping Mama and Johnny and Jack and Reba out to the road because they couldn't get out without help. So much water. Yeah. We was gone till the 16th of February. Those chickens came in the house, and when we came home in February, we walked in the house. Of course, the doors are still open. Our hog and her 5 pigs had been in the house, and we had a couch we hadn't had very long, and that couch was covered with hen eggs.
Yes,
You remember that?
I remember it very well, yes.
How high is the water, Mama? 5 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 5 feet high and rising. Well, the rails are washed out north of town. We got to head for higher ground. Can't come back till the water goes down. 5 feet high and rising. Well, it's 5 feet high and rising. Oh, thank you very much. Here is a Christmas present for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely voice of Anne Murray.
I cried a tear, you wiped it dry. I was confused, you cleared my mind. I sold my soul, you bought it back for me and held me up and gave me dignity. Somehow you needed me, you gave me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me, you needed me, and I can't believe it's you. I can't believe it's true. I needed you, and you were there, and I'll never leave. Why should I leave? I'd be a fool, 'cause I finally found someone who really cares. You held my hand when it was cold, when I was lost. You took me home, you gave me hope when I was at the end, and turned my life back into truth again. You even called me friend, you gave me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me, you needed me, you needed me, you needed me.
Terrific.
Thank you,
I
John.
really love your singing. That was
Thank you.
great.
Thank you very much. Thank you. For my next song, I would like to do for you now a song.
And Andy, wait a minute. What are you doing here?
I come to do my song, Christmas song.
Well, why don't you do it a little bit later?
Yes, but I thought I could come out here and do my song. It's a very beautiful song.
Well, I'm sure it is, but Andy, you know Andy?
Yes, we've met. He thought I was you.
Yeah, I was very stupid.
Oh, not really.
You know, Miss Marie, I think you are very beautiful.
Thank you.
So, you know, Christmas is always a lonely time for me because I am so far away from my country and I have no family, no wife, and no children. So could you do me a favor, please?
Sure.
Could you marry me and have my children?
Well, you see, I'm married, Andy, and I have 2 children already.
Oh.
Well, now, don't be disappointed. I think you're a really sweet guy, and I'd like to continue this relationship as friends. How'd that be?
Okay, thank you very much.
Fine, you're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye. Could I come back later to do my song?
Oh, yes, please do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
There's a choir outside of my house singing Silent Night. For any little thing that's gone wrong, Christmas makes it right. The children are singing Christmas carols and everybody's holding hands. We've got that Christmassy feeling again.
Singing joy to the world, and here comes Santa Claus.
Mama's baking turkey,
And Daddy's making popcorn balls.
sisters hanging mistletoe.
There's goodwill to all men. We've got that Christmassy feeling again. My brother Tommy wrote this and he brought it down this key for me here now. There's happiness in my heart with Christmas on its way. With the family all back together again. Oh, what a happy day. I hope it snows and the north wind blows. My boy wants a little toy train. I've got that Christmassy feeling again. Singing joy to the world, and here comes Santa Claus.
Mama's baking turkey,
And Daddy's making popcorn balls.
sisters hanging mistletoe.
There's goodwill to all men. We've got that Christmassy feeling again. Singing joy to the world, and here comes Santa Claus. Mama's baking turkey, and Daddy's making popcorn balls. Sisters hanging mistletoe, there's goodwill to all men. We've got that Christmassy feeling again. We've got that Christmassy feeling again. Something special now, especially for one person. And this is for the lady sitting right there, my mother, Mrs. Ray Cash. It's for you, Mama. For you, Mama, and for your sister Edna down in Fordyce, Arkansas, and all of our friends and neighbors in Arkansas. The moving Edna St. Vincent Millay poem, The Ballad of the Harp Weaver. Son, said my mother when I was knee-high, you've need of clothes to cover you and not a rag have I. There's nothing in this house to make a boy's breeches, nor shears to cut a cloth with, nor thread to take stitches. Nothing in this house but a loaf end of rye and that harp with a woman's head that nobody will buy. And she began to cry. That was in the early fall, and when came the late fall, son, she said, the sight of you makes your mother's blood crawl. Little skinny shoulder blades sticking through your clothes, and where you get a jacket from, God above knows. It's lucky for me, lad, that your father's in the ground and can't see the way I let his son go around. She made a queer sound. Well, that was in the late fall, and when winter came, I'd not a pair of breeches nor a shirt to my name. Couldn't go to school nor out of doors to play, and all the other little boys passed my way. But, son, said my mother, come climb on my lap, and I'll chafe your little bones while you take a nap. And all but we were silly for half an hour or more, me with my long legs dragging on the floor, a rockin' to a Mother Goose rhyme. Oh, we were happy for half an hour's time. But there was I, a great boy, and what would folks say to hear my mother singing me to sleep all day in such a daft way? Men say the winter was bad that year. Fuel was scarce, food was dear. A wind with a wolf's head howled about our door, and we burned up the chairs and sat up on the floor. All that was left us was a chair that we couldn't break, and that harp with a woman's head that nobody would take for song or pity's sake. The night before Christmas, I cried with the cold. I cried myself to sleep like a 2-year-old. And in the deep night, I felt my mother rise and stare down upon me with love in her eyes. And then I saw my mother sitting on that one good chair, a light falling on her from, I couldn't tell where, but looking 19, not a day older. And that harp with a woman's head leaned against her shoulder, and her thin fingers moving in the thin, tall strings were weaving wonderful things. And many bright threads from where I couldn't see were running through the harp strings rapidly. And gold threads whistled through my mother's hands, and I saw a web grow and a pattern expand. And she wove a child's jacket, and when it was done, she laid it on the floor and wove another one. She wove a red cloak so regal to see. She's made that for a king's son. I said, it couldn't be for me. But I knew it was for me. She wove a pair of breeches, and quicker than that, she wove a pair of boots and a little cocked hat. She wove a pair of mittens. She wove a little blouse. She wove all night long in that still, cold house. And she sang as she worked, and the harp strings spoke. But her voice never faltered, and the thread never broke. But when I awoke, there sat my mother with that harp against her shoulder, looking 19, not a day older. A smile about her lips and a light about her head, but her hands were on the harp strings, frozen dead. And piled up beside her and toppling to the sky were the clothes of a king's son, just my size. This is my very favorite songwriter. He's a great one. The storyteller, Tom T. Hall.
Well, you know, folks, Christmas is really a time for children. And on this special holiday program, I'd like to do something just for the kids in the audience. I don't even need Bill Walker and the band for this. This is especially and only for the children. And of course, we have a song too. Why, you know you can't live in the water. Why, you just be wet all the time. Your hands would get wrinkled and your face would turn blue, and you'd wind up on somebody's line. And that's why you can't be a fish. Water is not what you do. That's why you can't be a fish. That's why you have to be you. Why, you know you can't live in the air. Why, you'd be in the clouds all the time. You'd get dizzy from being so high, and you must have wings if you fly. So that's why you can't be a bird, 'cause flying is not what you do. That's why you can't be a bird. That's why you have to be you. Why, you know you can't live in a tree. Well, for one thing, the trees are too tall, and there's nothing to eat in a tree, and there's always a chance you could fall. So that's why you can't be a squirrel. Climbing is not what you do. That's why you can't be a squirrel. That's why you have to be you. Ah, but it's okay to be you. Just being yourself, you'll go far. It's really okay to be you. I love you the way you are. Ain't we great?
Just great. I'm really glad you could be with us, brother. I just love your work. I love your singing. You're right.
My pleasure.
Excuse me. All right?
Yeah.
All right?
Not again, Andy.
But I want to sing my Christmas song. You said I could come back and sing my Christmas
But I didn't
song.
mean right now, you know, Tom T. Hall.
But I wanted
A little
you,
bit busy.
Tom T. Hall,
Yes, sir.
I wanted you to hear it because you are a songwriter.
Well, maybe one chorus.
All right.
What do you think, John?
Well, yeah, okay.
Okay, okay. Ipitana cosipele, ipitala cosibo, chabale de pisicola, baja de la visiba, ipitone visicala, bola pere kipita, ipitala bola kipitoloba. Everybody sing. Yapatole visicole, ipitana botitine, bomotala botito, ipitana mosevele, ipitala cosibo, ipitala calabola cubiba. It's good?
It's different. Definitely.
Definitely different.
Okay. Yeah, can I come back later and do some imitations?
Yes, sure. Anything you'd like, Andy.
Okay.
Love to have you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Country is sitting on the back porch, listening to the whippoorwills late in the day.
Country is what you make it. Country is all you mind.
How old do you think I am, he said. And I said, well, I didn't know. He said, you know, I turned 65 about 11 months ago. I was sitting in Miami pouring blended whiskey down when this old gray black gentleman was cleaning up the lounge. Well, there wasn't anyone around except this old man and me. And the guy who ran the bar was watching hee-haw on TV. And uninvited, he sat down and he opened his mind on old dogs and children and watermelon wine.
I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Well, they said for the last 2 weeks that he suffered and cried. Well, it made a big impression on me. although I was a barefoot kid. They said he got religion at the end, and I'm glad that he did.
Well, you know, Clayton was the best guitar picker in our town. Oh, I thought he was a hero. I used to follow Clayton around. Oh, Clayton used to tell me, son, you better put that old guitar away. He said there ain't no money in it, it'll lead you to an early grave.
Yeah, I remember the year Clayton Delaney died. Nobody ever knew it, but I went out in the woods and I cried. I know there's a lot of big preachers, they know a lot more than I do. It could be that the good Lord likes a little picking too. Oh, I hope so. I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Honest open smile, kisses from a child who made his own die, and then the purple ones.
I love winners when they cry, losers when they try, music when it's good, and laugh. And we love you too.
From the hostage situation.
The June Carter Cash. June and I, like all of you, are getting ready for Christmas. And by the way, I wonder, did you find somebody to play Santa Claus at John Carter School this year?
Well, John, you know, I just know who it's going to be.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not going to do it again this year. Every year you make me do.
You. I mean, I got the perfect Santa Claus. Not you. It's not you at all.
Well, you better be good. You better be good.
He's agreed to do it already. Yeah, it's going to be good. You just see for yourself.
Well, you better be.
Here. See? Now, here comes the Santa Claus. I got it. Now, hey, come on. See here? This is my Santa Claus. Now, come on, Santa. Come on, Santa Claus. Say what you're supposed to say. Say it.
Pass the salt.
Oh! No.
Can I have a drink of water?
No, it's Merry
Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Good?
I love it.
You like it?
Hey, you don't forget to sing Jingle Bells, too. Sing Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells. I'm going to rehearse it now. I'm going to sing Jingle Bells. Okay. So thank you. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. All right. Jingle bells all the way.
Jingle bells.
All right. Bye. Jingle bells all the way.
Oh, I mean, you're singing that good.
Hey, June. Let's just sing, all right? If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby?
If you were a carpenter and I were a lady, I'd marry you anyway. I'd have your baby.
Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. Gave you my loneliness, give me your tomorrow. If I were a miller and a mill wheel grinding, would you miss your colored dress and your soft shoes shining?
If you were a miller and a mill saw she was shining.
Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. Gave you my onlyness, give me your tomorrow. If a tinker was my trade, would I still find you?
I'll be carrying the pots you made, following behind you.
If I worked my hand in wood, would you still love me?
I'd answer you, yes I would.
Would you not be above me? Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. Gave you my onlyness, give me your tomorrow. Thank you very much. You know, Elvis Presley once said that of all of the Elvis imitators, the one that he enjoyed the most is our guest, Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman. Welcome, Andy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Andy, what do you want this
Well,
time?
I would
What
like
are
to
you going
do, I would like to do for you some imitations. Okay?
But you already did an imitation of Santa Claus, remember?
Yeah, but that was stupid because I was wearing the red suit, and you know anyone can do it. Could do that. All you do is you say ho ho ho.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah, you Merry Christmas.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you know. But this time I have imitations is better.
Oh, well, good. I'd like to see you do them.
Okay. First, I'd like to do for you Johnny Cash. I like to do Johnny Cash.
Imitation of me?
Yeah, Johnny Cash. Okay. Hi, I'm Johnny Cash. Okay, bye-bye, thank you. Now I'd like to do the mini pearl. Howdy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now last but not to be the least, I would like to do for you the Elvis Presley.
First record I ever made, I had to pay $4 to make it. I was walking down the street, there's a record store that said, anyone can make a record. So I went in there and I made it for my mom's birthday. And one side was called My Happiness, and the other side was a ballad. And later became a big record for me on RCA Victor Records. It was called That's When Your Heartaches Begin. And it went something like this.
Thank you. That's when your heartaches begin. When dreams of a lifetime must come to an end. When your heart
find your sweetheart. In the arms of your best friend, brother. That's when your heartaches begin. You know, when all your dreams of a lifetime has all come to an end. Yeah, that's when your heartaches begin. So you see, love is a thing that you never can share. And when you bring a friend into your love affair, oh, little sweetheart, at the end, oh, you friend. When your heartaches begin.
If life would just stand still.
Back home in Dyess, Arkansas, a big part of our Christmas life was getting together and singing. As Pastor Carl Appling remembers,
after the program, we would always sing quite a few songs, such as Silent Night, Holy Night, and Old Little Town of Bethlehem, and Noel, and several other songs. Just have a good social time together.
let's end our Christmas show in the same way, with John Carter Cash's schoolmates, Togetherness, and singing Tom T. Hall starting it off.
Christmas is Jesus and people and things. Christmas is something the whole world can sing. Christmas is finding your enemies and friends and starting all over again. Up in the air there are reindeer and sleighs. Down on the ground there are 12 Christmas days. Christmas is there in your heart where it lives, and that's what Christmas is. Christmas is doing the best that you can. People who know Christmas will understand. Christmas is all in your heart, it's a fact, and that's where Christmas is at. Up in the air there are reindeer and sleighs. Down on the ground there are 12 Christmas days. Christmas is there in your heart where it lives, and that's what Christmas is. Christmas is giving and living in love. Christmas is praising the powers above. Show me a smile and a heart that is true. Hey, have I got a Christmas for you?
Wonder about the riddle. What kind of spirit lives in a fiddle? Well, that's old Satan right there waiting. Or are you tuned with the angel band? Well, you back up and push, back up and push, back off on the sin. That glory in the cave, go around singing the song. Back up and push away. senses, prepare to suffer the consequences. The fullest measure of the worldly pleasure can only drag you to the roaring fire. Yeah, you back up and push, back up and push, back up from sin and glory. You can't go wrong singing this song. Back up and push away.
If all I would wish could be of all the great wishes in a wonderful world, I'd only ask for 3. And if I could have 3 wishes, and if my first wish came true, there'd be peace on earth, goodwill among men, love in all that we do. Can you imagine a world like this? What a wonderful world it would be. And then I would wish it would go on forever. People like you and me. If I had my way this Christmas, and if the 2 others came true, my 3rd wish would be for now and forever to share all my wishes with you. My 3rd wish would be for now and forever to share all my wishes with you.
I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair I hung my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong that mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. This is universal, and it's very personal. It's toys, trees, and a turkey. It's a fat man in a red suit. It's a holy baby in swaddling clothes. It's a day, a season, a state of mind, and it's a wish for peace and goodwill. With those things in mind, we say thank you, God bless you, Merry Christmas, and good night.
Sunday afternoon.
up next.